Hello, my name is Sheldon, and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Ethiopia. In previous episode we managed to get our victory over France, and we got some states from them. I went through a little bit of setting up the productions off camera, although I suppose I didn't do all of them. Oh, is that... Okay, we could maybe reduce that a little bit, start reducing some of the steel and glass production. The services prices are going to drop maybe a little bit, but that's not really that big of a problem. And was there any other... I suppose I didn't go through everything then, come to think of it, but yeah, we can probably reduce some of those urban centers to be slightly less advanced. Reduce some of the cost there. But we got our front over here in Persia. The Russians got a little bit of garrisons there. Both sides are bringing more troops. I don't know which side is going to be winning here, though. We could probably send in another army from here to go pretty good at offense. I don't suppose we can do a landing with the fleet, though. No, you can. Alright, naval invasion. Let's do one in Khuzestan. And which one is the small one that is still waiting? Must be that one. Just double checking. Do you have the... Yeah, you're the expert offensive planner. So you go ahead. Do a landing there. So capture more and more lands. We're getting some of the reinforcements here shortly. And we're capturing quite a bit of land. Oh, and I suppose one thing that we could start doing. We got the army over here in Nile, for example. So we can take the barracks and start switching to the motorized reconnaissance, so the automobiles are actually going to have some demand, which, of course, in return is going to mean that the automobile or the motor industries over here is going to have some demand for the production of the automobiles. But right now we need more engines than what we need the automobiles, so, you know, we'll just go with that for the time being. We got overly enthusiastic partisans. Supporters of the Liberal Party have gone beyond simply campaigning for their own party, harassing and sometimes physically attacking opposing partisans. We'll do a bit of a crackdown on them. Right, so another combat over there. The landing's going to be happening soon, I suppose. I don't know if the Russians going to send more troops there, or if they're trying to just do landings in our territory, or into our territory somewhere. It's always a possibility, I suppose, but I haven't really seen any landings yet. Well, other than the initial landings that they tried to do there, which they, of course, failed. But how quickly are they losing their war support now? It's 1.5 per week. So it's faster than what we are, but our cash reserves are looking pretty dire. So I think I'm going to start increasing the taxes a little bit. Go for the next level, so that's only 100,000 deficit now. Of course, we got a lot of productions in here. One thing that I suppose I could do is also start doing a bit more trading. Could I import lead from somewhere? I could import lead from the Italians. So let's do that. And the steel price is also starting to be a little bit high. I suppose, do we not have any more steel production than just our capital over here? Not really, so that's probably something that we could maybe do somewhere around... Actually, we'll do that in the neighbouring province over here. We've got plenty of pops there. So if we put in a steel mill there, that can be auto-expanded. And then this one, I'm just going to increase the electricity because we know that we're going to need more. Well, I suppose our government administration over there wouldn't hurt either. So we've got a lot of construction going on. We've got 9 versus 9 battalion combat in here. We're not taking a lot of deaths in this, apparently. Which is fine by me. And how soon is the invasion happening? It's going to be another 20 days. Then we're going to be able to land there. I think at this stage, it's not too bad of a situation for the war. Oh, now we're number 2 in the Great Powers rank again. Let's just increase the speed a little bit. They have brought in some troops here now, so it could be that the next combat is against the German Federation. Which I don't know how good troops they have. They've been in a war for a long while. So I don't expect it to be that massive. Well, they got trench infantry, they got shrapnel artillery, they do have aerial reconnaissance. And then they got the machine gunners and field hospitals, so is this actually slightly better than what we have? Well, we got the siege artillery, I suppose, so our raw stats might be slightly better. And we got quite a bit of troops in here. Electric arc process unlocked. Ooh, actually, that's going to be really good for the steel production, although that might mean a bit of a lack of electricity for a while. But the steel production is going to increase drastically. Iron and electricity use is going to increase. Alright, so it doesn't have an impact on the coal use as such. But yeah, it increases the steel production quite drastically, so I'm going to go for it. We're going to need a lot more electricity now, though. Is that was not increasing yet. We could probably put in a level there. And is this one, the power plant is increasing there. Alright, that's good. Oh, and our landing over here is going to be a success against the Russians once more. Maybe we're going to sort of force them to either spread their troops. How is the combat going here? 9 versus 8, we are going to lose that. They got pretty good defenses. But at least we're keeping them somewhat busy. Suppose what I could... Well, I still got one army there. This one's switched equipment there, so probably not best idea to move it. I suppose I could move in this one to help defending. Oh, you're not really a defender, to be fair. But we'll probably need an army to help defend on that front once it's actually activated. Just in case. And now we're capturing yet another war goal, slowly but surely. So they should be losing, oh, they're losing 2.4 war support per week. And we got another combat over here, and that's going to be an easy victory against the garrisons. The German troops are going to be a bit of a problem. If they don't bring too many of them in here, we should be fine. We got a problem of electricity, I presume. Seems like it. Oh yeah, it's only 5% penalty for the production, so it's not too bad, and it's only slowly growing. We are going to get more power plants, most likely. Just to be on the safe side. Now we're getting... okay, we're not losing all that much money anymore. And the steel mills are pretty effective. The arms industry is doing fine. How is the... Oh, is the synthetic plant over here? It's, the dye price is a bit high. Okay. That's something that we could probably increase the productions. We've got pretty good plantations over here already. We can afford to increase that a bit further. Got another dye plantation area over here that we could increase. And then I suppose here, I know that I could build multiple in the same place at the same time, but I wanted to spread the employment a little bit. Just so that the standard of living is going to be somewhat secure everywhere. And the lead mine over here is certainly increasing in stuff. Is they, oh right, that's the diesel pump. That would be pretty good probably for the lead production. It would be an extra 10 per level, I suppose. So over here it would be 120 if we switch to that. Of course, we don't have that available yet. We need the compression ignition. And we don't have that research yet. I'm going to the telephone first, so that's going to allow us to get the electric industries building. And then we need to get the radio production in the electrics construction building. Or production building. So that's going to take a while. Oh, social demagogue. No, socialist demagogue. Is that the leader or is that the... No, that's the admiral of intelligence and rapidly gaining popularity among the people. Radical socialist measures of equality he espouses proving especially appealing to the lower classes. Alright, well, he gets popularity then, I suppose. Right, so we've got a bit of combat over here. 3 versus... Oh, it was 3 versus 7 at the beginning there. Still winning it. Oh, expand the oil industry completed. Aha! Booming oil industry. East Borneo. Okay, yeah, that's extra production there. How much do we have pops there? Not a lot, admittedly. I'm guessing there might be a bit of... Oh, there's a bit of lack of infrastructure in there. We can get another level for the port, as well as another railway. I suppose, actually, the railway, we can switch to electric trains there. It's going to increase the infrastructure quite a bit already from the get-go. So we've got level 5 oil rigs in here. We could actually switch to the combustion engine direct. That's going to increase the oil production a lot. Yeah, we'll go for that one. And we got basically everything as high as it can be there already. I don't suppose we can do anything over here for the whaling stuff. I mean, there's the refrigerator, I suppose. That takes the electricity, though, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that. We could go for the publicly traded. We'll do the same over here for the whaling. So that might mean a bit more investment pool transfers, and only 100,000 right now per week. So there's still definitely room for improvement. Oh, we've got a bit of combat here. Oh, they're going to do a counterattack, aren't they? Who's doing the counterattack? Oh. Oh. Germany was pushed out of the war. Well, that's fine by me. Are they stuck in another war by chance? No? They just decided to give up because they realized that this is a war with no good end for them. Alright, well, time to force the Russians into capitulation then, I suppose. We've got small combats around here, but we're going to win them. And we've got a bit of troops still defending our territory in case there's combats there. But there hasn't been any thus far. I suppose, could we do a bit of trade with the Germans? I believe they wanted to get some... Oh, Italians want a lot of meat. Sure. Should have plenty of it. And we got also a lot of fertilizer. East India Company could use some of that. And what else? Liquor we could sell to the Italian market. But the Italians are going to be a very good trade partner for us. At least for the time being. Well, we just keep advancing on the fronts here, but yeah, that's... pretty... Oh. Commander commends Civic Coalition. He can say what he wants. That's alright by me. And there we go, that's gonna be another victory there. We're taking quite a bit of land overall. Oh, and there we go. Communist Party is the biggest one. Social Democrat... Okay, so... Communist, Social Democratic, and Conservative are the 3 biggest ones. Let's have a look. How much is the parties in here. So, Social Democratic, and I suppose Conservatives, if you... No, that's not going to be good. They don't have a lot of legitimacy. Also, government, it's only 2 parties in there. Oh, wait, it's minus 28. Okay, so that's not the problem. High taxes is going to be a bit of an issue. We don't have a lot of... let's have a look at the overview again. So it was Communist, Social Democratic, and Conservative. Or maybe we could bring in something like the Free Trade Party in there. Or Liberal Party. No, Liberal Party would not help. What about the Conservative? That would not help. Free Trade? That would not help. So I guess we're going to be stuck at 35% legitimacy. Alright. I mean, I suppose that might allow us to try passing the taxation laws now. Oh yes. Proportional taxation. Landowners don't like that, but that's going to be a $250,000 extra tax money with this tax level. That's pretty good. Going to be cutting the Russian front over here in 2 fairly shortly. And then the Russians would already take a white piece. They're losing war exhaustion or war support a decent chunk at a time. That's now separated into 3... Oh, these 2 are not advancing. There we go. We're now advancing on 3 fronts at the same time. And that's going to give us... Well, these 2 are not going to take all that long to get, I suppose. But still going to be useful. How long until the Suez Canal? 19 weeks, actually. We're almost there. We could support more interest. Alright. Don't know if we really need to. We could. Now we're getting some more government administration as well, just to make sure that we've got the bureaucracy. But I suppose at this stage we should have... Oh yeah, we've got plenty of convoys still. We could try to buy some dyes, I suppose. From China. Yeah, sure. And then we've still got a lot of stuff over here, especially the grain that we could sell, or furniture. Let's try to sell some furniture to the Italians. Yeah, we got a lot of trades with the Italians, let's put it that way. I'm guessing we got... Oh, that's 3-1. Another 3-1. And over here we got 2 armies advancing towards them. Oh, we got a combat over there. There we go. So I believe we capture all the state... Well, almost fully all the states that we were going to take from the... Not Crete, though. Not Crete. But once we get the Suez, we can do the landing in there if we want to. At least try. That would be quite nice. Plus, that's going to reduce the distance to trade with the Italians drastically. There we go. That's going to be another victory very shortly for us. I suppose what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this one to stand by, send it back to Ethiopia. A little bit less attrition and all that. How much have we taken casualties in this war thus far? About 67,000 or something like that. Rubber rush. Ooh. And oil. East Borneo. Discovery of oil in East Borneo is causing people to flock to the state, hoping to find jobs in this booming industry. Actually, yeah, we want to increase the migration. So it was something about decision here, or journal entry or something, I don't know. Well, regardless. Oh, the People's Revolution. United Council of the Republic. I don't think we're going to go for that one. Not yet, at least. So East Borneo is expanding. Oh, right, we're getting the port level there. That's good. We've got the infrastructure there for now, but we're going to increase the oil rigs a lot. And that is going to be a lot of oil for our industries, which is definitely good news. Oh, was there more oil discovered in there then? How much can we have there total? 37. That's not bad. We don't even control the entire state. I think there's, well, there's Bulungan and Dutch East Indies that control some of it. Have they got on the oil as well? They got 13 over there. And then 6 over here. So there's another 19 that we could fairly easily conquer in there. We did get a gold mine at least over here. Is there anything that we could do on that one? Probably not. Well, we could put it publicly trade it, I suppose. And the combats are still ongoing. We probably don't even need this many armies in here, but we'll probably let them be for now. We've got 100 battalions over here just resting. Oh, we've lost a general, haven't we? I think we have. We'll recruit 1 in Ethiopia. Let's see. Offensive planner. That's not too bad. You're a bit reserved, so you don't... The popularity is lower. Careful maneuver chance. Alright. Do that one, and then I suppose we could maybe upgrade one of the generals from there as well. Are you from Ethiopia? From Somaliland to far, so that kind of tells me that yes. So I'm going to promote you. You got pretty good traits there. So have more armies providing the bonuses there. Suppose I could take one of these armies to clear out that pocket in the meanwhile. Nice little combat over here, and that's going to be done probably very, very shortly. That one's going to be another victory, no doubt. We're still losing £50 per week, but at least the GDP is now 280 million, so that is definitely good. And the literacy rate is already over 76%. And Italy didn't manage to win the war against Brunei, or they got a white piece over there, I suppose. One way or another. Well, I suppose that's fine by me. Oh, is there? Oh. Oh, Sweden is having a commons revolution. Oh. Alright. Well, you have fun there. Oh, there we go. Now only 27,000 lost per week. I suppose we could probably start importing a bit of other resources as well. Like wood is something that we are probably going to need from Ooh, actually, Norway might be a good idea. Going to reduce a lot of the production costs. As well as, you know, have a bit more trade. We've got a lot of convoys to use, so we might as well utilize them a bit more. We've got a decent bit of clothing. We would probably sell some of that. Maybe not quite that high. Portuguese market, sure. Not a good profit there, but it's not going to take all that much of our resources. Plus, since everyone hates me, I don't think there's going to be a lot of import routes from me. Not yet, at least. South-Andean migration, alright. And now we got 80 battalions on this front again. Slowly but surely, we're still pushing forward. They're not really doing much, are they? They haven't started losing their war support quite yet. Or maybe it just went to 0. I suppose that's a possibility. We'll have a... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure they should be below it already. So no, they haven't started losing that. I suppose since they control Crete and all that. Did we get the Suez already? Oh yes, we got the Suez. But it's not fully employed yet. Well, one thing that I could do there is subsidize it. So they can afford hiring people, maybe. Or maybe it's just the population over here isn't all that great. But I'm pretty sure that we're now using this trade route a lot more. And I suppose it's time to send in this fleet to a naval invasion of Crete. With, ooh, right, I realize who it was that got killed. Let's have a look. Who is your offensive planner? That'll be fine. I don't think there's a lot of defenders in here. There's 6 conscripts, but that's about it. And I don't think the conscripts are going to be all that good quality either. If we can take Crete, I think that might be sufficient to start pushing them sort of across the border. Oh, hey, we're actually getting money now. I suppose one thing could be that I don't think these are the... Yeah, these are unincorporated states, so conquering these might not force them to surrender yet. It needs to be some of the core territory that we conquer. But is Crete one of them? No, it's also unincorporated, but that's going to be another war goal that we'll be having. I suppose we could always do a landing in Crimea, that's always a good plan, isn't it? Have we managed to increase the fleet? Okay, so there's 8 from Arabia, we got 44 from Ethiopia. Nothing from the Nile. We've got 50 fleets from here. Is there any... You're just protecting convoys, aren't you? You are, okay. How about we raid convoys? There's not a lot of hostile... Oh, let's go raid convoys over there, in the Mediterranean. That sounds like a lovely idea. So we're getting £30,000 per week, so we are actually turning the stuff around. I mean, the investment pool transfers are starting to increase a lot. That's helping. Or they've at least increased to some degree. Plus the construction costs has went down at least a little bit. Hey, there we go. Suez Canal completed. Oh, well, I mean, it was completed. Ooh, actually, we should probably incorporate the state, come to think of it. Well, there's not a lot of population here yet, but there's some people moving in at least. I suppose what we need to do is increase the port level there. For the time being. Although that is going to require a bit more workforce, of course, but... Oh well. Oh, there we go. Telephone unlocked. Gonna make the... Actually, there's a lot of population disappeared from there. There's still a lot in here. Let's put the electrics industries in here. Should be pretty good. And we can have a look at the production. So we're not producing radios yet. It's only going to be telephones. We could make that publicly traded from the get-go. Oh, and there we go. Let's get the radio research underway immediately. Oh, we're getting the automatic bottle blowers there. Alright. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, there we go. We've got some battalions over there. Oh, they started bringing a lot of troops here. Alright, let's go ahead and send in one of the bigger armies. This one's a really good defender. We should still be able to win them in our attacks. And if we can delay them for long enough for the reinforcements to arrive, well, it's going to be taking a month, so that's not going to happen. We can slowly but surely beat them back here. Oh, it could be that this area is a different region, so they got more troops there, and now they're using that to... Oh, wait, no. Is Kiev a part of this? I don't think they are. No, they're independent, so no, it's... Well, it's still pushing through here, I suppose. Well, regardless, we're getting some ground there. We're building a lot of... Oh, there we go. Now they're losing some war support. Did we do the landing in Crete? We did. We got the battalion supporting there. And we should have still some convoy raiding going on, maybe. There we go, another victory. Oh, now they're attacking us, but we're defending. Quite successfully, I might add. And that one's going to be another victory shortly. We only got 2 battalions attacking, there's 6. International telephone exchange. There's been suggestions that by establishing a cross-border telephone exchange with Bhutan, Liver, and Revolt, we could improve relations more easily. That sounds like a good idea. I don't think we have time to attack them. We'll probably do one more war against Egypt or something, just to unite our regions in here. But that's probably going to be about it in terms of wars. Especially if we could get the Blue Nile to reduce the border go in there. And then Upper and Middle Egypt, and that would be combining the regions. Palestine would be quite nice, but I don't know if I can get there all that easily. Okay, we got another attack over there. We got all the troops in here now. So yeah, that's, well, probably a victory, let's just say. And now that we've got all the war goals, is that... Oh yeah, they're losing 3 per week now. There we go. They're finally losing. But yeah, this war is still going to take some time. Although, I suppose what I could do... Well, we're going to expand a lot in here. We could, of course, send in another invasion fleet from here. So which one is that? That's the... Zerazanay. You know what? I'm going to do a landing in Caucasia. Do we have the army from here? No, that's busy elsewhere. Right, so you do a naval invasion into Northern Caucasus. Use the army from Crete. If we can cut off them from here, that would sort of... Well, I don't know if that's actually going to have any sort of impact in here, let's be honest, but maybe it does. And sort of cut them off from there and surround them. I mean, basically they'll just move to the next front afterwards, but if we can take a bit more of their core territories, then that'd be nice. I mean, I presume this is a core territory. No, that's an unincorporated state as well. That would be incorporated states in Kuban. And Crimea is also incorporated. Luhansk, Rostov, a lot of regions. And we got, okay, at least we're making money now in decent enough amounts that we're not losing a lot of cash. That's definitely good news. Oh, Portugal and France are having a bit of a squabble over Tidore and Azores, and apparently Bali. There we go, that's another massive attack there. We lost about 3,000, close to 4,000 men now, but they've lost about as much dead and then 3 times as much wounded. In terms of the 3,000 or 4,000 there. But yeah, we've got some more... Oh, telephone exchange with Born in Uprising? Sure. Right now, that's fine. Oh, and our landing over here might be a success. It looks like it's going to be a success. They'll probably have to move some troops in there, but that's fine. We could always move some of our troops from here. Are you one of the defending ones? Good offensive planner. You're not offensive planner, and you are expensive, offensive, and defensive. Okay. So we might send this one to help defend over there once we actually manage to do the landing, which is pretty close to completion. We're probably taking a pretty decent chunk over there. Come on then, there we go. I'll defend there, so it's 20 versus 22. I think it's mostly just get the garrisons though. They've not done any landings as far as I can tell. We're still raiding the convoys over there. Greek migration to Santiago, alright. Oh, is that from Crete? It could be. Oh, that... Right, we don't actually control that yet. Never mind. We should be able to push through here quite easily. And over here we... Oh, almost cut them off again. They got 200 battalions in here, so that's the majority of the army, I reckon. I mean, we can double check that, but it's... Well... They do actually have a lot more than that. But they're still going to be losing in a few more weeks. And then we'll have our Persia... Hey, film unlocked, so that's more prestige. So are we with number 2 great power? How far are we from France? The French have 4,600 prestige, we got 4,300, so we're not that far off. If we were to just increase our fleet, for example, a little bit further, there is a little bit unemployment there, but not enough, I reckon. We could have got... Ooh. There's not a lot of unemployment in Somaliland. And Eritrea doesn't have all that much either. Okay, so naval expansion is probably going to have to be Sanje. Thing. We can get 5 over there and another 5 over here. And I suppose not going to expand over here. There's not enough pops there. Oh, we're going to need some more government administration just to get the taxation capacity fixed. Over here we still got some room. And I suppose what we could do is the textile price isn't too bad. We are producing some luxury clothing there, so I'm just going to increase that by 1 level. Did we already upgrade all the... I suppose first of all we can stop that from being auto-upgraded because it can't be upgraded any further. Same with the whaling station. As well as that over there. The coal mines, we've been upgrading that, but it can't increase the throughput any further. Not unless we get some techs. I don't know if there's all that many techs anymore. Temporary embarrassment. British middle-class citizens are opposing proportional taxation on the grounds that when they inevitably become wealthy capitalists, they will be excessively taxed. Sway them with a tax cut. 2 years, minus 10% tax income rate. So that's going to be a lot of losses for us. But I think we're going to have a peace very shortly, so that's going to reduce the expenditure that we have sufficiently, hopefully. Of course, it's probably just a matter of time before someone else declares a war on me. Or we declare war on someone else. Which, to be fair, Egypt is a tempting target. They are part of the Austrian market. They go alliance with Greece, defensive pact with Austria, Tripolitania, and Tunis. Alright. So, if we fight them, we have to fight Austria. It's probably not the end of the world, admittedly. Oh, there we go. We cut off the front. Both sides are attacking there. We're attacking over here in the north. Oh, we're defending on this front. Alright. Well, this war is going to be over very shortly anyway. So we don't need to worry about that. There we go. There we go now. And Persia, do we have any ports in here, I suppose is the question. Well, let's start building ports on all of these, at least a little bit. Yeah, because we have no ports in there. It's going to be 3 ports, 15 weeks until we get this properly into our territory in here. So look at the fishing. So that is already using steam trawlers. The opium plantation is already using a lot of the stuff. We could probably use the rail transportation just in case. And the wheat farms start using the steam powered treasure machines. That's gonna, well, it's going to require a bit of coal, but that's not the end of the world. It does produce a bit of wine, which is not very valuable for us right now. Or not at least in high price. We'll maybe get some sulfur mines. Not that it's necessarily going to be that profitable right now. Oh, and oil over here, that's something that we're going to build. Put that auto-expand. The fishing over here is probably as good as it can be. The wheat farms are going to have to do a bit of things. Opium, we're going to put in the rail transportation there. Reduce the labor force demand there. And I suppose that's already intensive grazing, slaughterhouse. Put the barbed wire. Reduce some of the workforce demand there. Of course, it's going to increase the radicals because of unemployment, but it'll be fine. There's a lot of productions in there, at least. And there we go. We've got ourselves a new area. We are no longer at war, so our expenditures drop dramatically. There is a bit of a potential war going on, though. Against the Spanish, apparently. Alright, well, are we... If we do a war against Egypt, how strong is the Austrian army? Now, to be fair, they're already at 2 wars. But I don't think either one of those wars is particularly bad. The number 4 great power, they got quite a bit of troops overall. Oh, there we go. Finally turning a profit soon, I reckon. I mean, it's just a matter of, especially once we get the access to these, the port access in here, then that's going to fix the situations quite nicely. And it's going to be using, actually, I wonder, if we were to switch the port over here into the modern port, it's going to be more oil, less coal, a lot more infrastructure and convoys, and decreases the employment. So that's actually not bad, because that's going to mean there's going to be a bit more pops available in Somaliland for other stuff. Synthetic plant, for example, is quite valuable. Make that popularly traded as well. Right, there we go. Now we're turning a profit. And how much are we getting from the investment pool? 127,000. That has actually dropped a little bit. I suppose there's things that are not covered by the investment pool transfers right now. Maybe, actually. I'm not entirely sure how much of there is that isn't covered. We've got a lot of construction regardless. Well, I mean, I'm sure that I could have even more, but right now our economy isn't all that great. We need to pay off a lot of debt, and the interest is it's only 32,000 per week, actually. Did we ever switch to... Oh, what are you offering? Transvaal? Obligation? I'm going to decline. I can't reach there anyway, so it's like a bit of pointless effort for me to even try to join that. We've got some isolated regions, we've got some flotilla reserve, unhealthy economy still. I mean, it's probably slowly improving at least. Ironclads are expensive, low market access. Oh, actually, one thing that I suppose I could do is I could expand the... Where do we have the... We've got the shipyard over here. Are you still producing... You are producing steamships. I'll start producing a bit of ironclads. Let's go for the extensive, actually. And then it will be auto-expanded. That's good. That's going to provide us a little bit more ironclads, because Somaliland is currently having a bit of a lack of workforce, which is stopping the expansion to some degree. Did we have... Oh, there we go. We're #1 great power right now. So, the naval base over here. Did we... We didn't get the electricity plant, or electric plant yet. Did we? Oh, electric industries. We did get it actually done. So, it's providing a decent bit of telephones. I'm guessing that it's mostly bought by our, yeah, pop consumption. What does it actually say about the stuff? So, it's consumed by pops of wealth 20 to 99. Communications need. Alright. Well, we could probably put that on auto-expand. I'm going to give it another level already. And then, one thing that I suppose I haven't done in a long while is the... Hold on, the Arts Academy. Is the arts, the fine art price is actually pretty high. I'm going to make that auto-expand then. Also, I presume we got plenty of infrastructure in... Oh yeah, we got plenty in Oromia, so we don't need to worry about that. The population might be a bit of an issue, but at the same time, it is increasing. How do we upgrade all of these? No, that's not full quite yet. We could probably... if we were to reduce the labor use there, that's going to increase the profits margin there. And I suppose if we were to put in the electric sawmills, that's going to increase the wood production. It's going to take a bit more tools, though, and electricity, of course. I think it'll be alright. If we put in the chainsaws, that's going to be, well... Massive reduction in labor force there. I think we're going to just keep it as is. And then over here we got the other set of logging camps. These are almost fully expanded. I'm just going to put the last level there. Cancel the auto expand. We could maybe put in the rail transportation there. As well as the steam donkey over here. Because this area doesn't have quite as much extra pops anyway. But there we go. That's another one done. Getting a lot of expansions over here for various industries and mines and such. We're getting yet another coal mine in southern Madagascar. Which, yeah, it's already 61 of them. How much does it produce? 5,000 coal per week. That's pretty excessive, I would say. We could go for the steam donkey, but that would reduce the stuff there. We can't get the steel or diesel pump, sorry. So that's going to reduce some of the stuff there. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer before we declare a war on Egypt, but we are going to declare the war on Egypt probably the next episode, because we are actually pretty much out of time for this one. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.